wanted to show one thing which is very important for me, and that is that these women are very human. They're complex, they're not perfect, because I don't believe any woman should be asked to be perfect. I don't think that was ever the desire of even the original writers, Valmiki or Vyas. They showed these women in their complexity, in their imperfections. There's still so much to admire and learn. So that was really what I wanted to bring out. That is what makes Sita a complex and living character, I think, because, and she is, right? Because she is an avatar, but she has come down to earth. She has taken on a human form. She has human desires. She has human anger. She has human love. She has all those things, human regret. And that is why we can relate to her, because if she was like a goddess, if she was truly like a goddess, how could we reach her, right? How could we be like her? But now she is the way where we can learn from her, we can be like her, we can really use her to make our lives better and richer in some ways. So I think, for many of us, our mothers are our first major influences, right? They become our role models. And so it was the same way with Sita. Sita's mother taught her very important things which helped her all of her life. And she taught Sita, for instance, that when something bad happens to you, don't spend your time and your energy just saying, oh, why should this happen? Oh, it's not right. It's not fair. Don't waste your time in all of that. Figure out what you can do and focus on that. And that becomes so important to Sita when she is banished at towards the end of the Ramayana. She's heavily pregnant with her twins, and she's banished. She doesn't even know she's going to be banished. She's just taken by Lakshman to the forest, and then he says, I'm going to leave you here. And she does not waste too much time. Of course, her heart is broken, but she doesn't waste time on things she can't do anything about. She says, I'm going to focus on bringing up my children. That is what I need to do. I'm going to bring them up to be princes, to be good men. I'm going to teach them everything I know. And I think there's such a lesson in there for all of us. Certainly there was for me as I was figuring out her character, that we put our energy where it will do good. What is the point of saying this is fair or this is not fair? If I can do something to change it, I will. I feel that a lot of these problems that we are seeing later come because the woman has not been given enough education. Not always, sometimes they are educated. Those are other kinds of situations. But because when a woman is not properly educated, she often doesn't have independence because she can't have a job, so she doesn't have her own money. She cannot walk out of an abusive situation, especially if she has kids, because where will she go? How will she take care of her kids? I've seen some really difficult situations. So these two things, working on women's education and giving them support or a place to go or legal help or whatever they need if they're in situations of abuse, that has been important for me. I started, like I said, right from the time I was in college.